Hi friend, welcome to my channel if you are new. Welcome back. If you are returning, you already know you're a real one. I'm Gina Marie. I've recently started a new chapter in my financial journey where I'm focusing on paying off debt, saving intentionally, and trying to plan my way to some type of freedom in this lifetime. I'm 42, a wife and a mom to two, which my daughter's 26, so she's out the house living on her own. So it's just my husband, my son, and myself in the home, and our income is not combined. So go ahead and grab your iPad or your paper planner, preferably your iPad, because you already know I'm a digital girl. Oh, that was so corny. Because you already know I'm a digital girl. And let's walk through this week's budget together. So I am budgeting for my first paycheck in the month of November, which is due to be deposited on November 14th. But my bank does deposit my paychecks into my account 2 days prior. So I already got paid last night on the 12th. Today is the 13th. It's Thursday morning. So I am going to go ahead and budget so I can go ahead and start doing what I need to do with this paycheck. All right, so I need to pay my Klarna bill, which I think this is my second to last bill. And after that, I'm not doing no more Klarna. This is my first time doing a Klarna or any type of that type of payment in a long time. And I don't even know why I did it. Yeah, so you won't be seeing like these types, like no Klarnas, no Afterpays, none of that. Okay, so I got to pay this Klarna bill, my internet, my credit card bill, as well as my truck payment. I am like normally I pay $220 for the truck, but I'm gradually trying to increase that every month. For 2026, my husband and I are planning to sit down and put together a little payoff plan to pay this off earlier than we originally anticipated. I think we still have left like 3.5 to probably like 4 years left on it. And I want it paid off way before that so we can hurry and get that out the way. And I'm gonna try to see if I can probably maybe fit the car insurance or my cell phone, either one of those, into this paycheck as well, because I wanna stuff as much bills into this paycheck. So when I get paid next week, that money I can have more leeway and more freedom with that money to save it to put towards Thanksgiving, because my daughter is coming up on the 25th. So just if we want to go out and do some shopping and do some stuff, I want to be able to have the funds to do that. So if I can pay as much as I can this week, that will be awesome. And down here, I just have my priorities and my to-dos that I need to get on. It's already pretty much the halfway through the month, and I need to do these. I need to update my dividend tracker too. So I already rebalanced my Roth, so this is all done. Now I'm just pretty much just dollar cost averaging into it weekly, get it to the certain percentages for each ETF that I want. Okay, because I did consolidate my Roth IRA to just to like 3 or 4 ETFs in my Roth IRA, because I had a whole bunch of different like ETFs, index funds, and stocks, and that was just too much. It was hard to build up the shares for each when you have so many different things and not, and the money is not like really there like that. So I consolidated that and rebalanced it. Okay, so now let's go to this is my goals for November. I want to I'm in the process of rebuilding back up my emergency fund. A couple months ago, I did have to dip into it because I was out of work for about a month and a half, probably about a month and a half, due to a chip fracture in my ankle. So I need to start replenishing this. So I want to save $1,000 by the end of the month, which all I have left is to get to the 1,000 is $420. So that's $140 each paycheck. So, okay. And that's because I'm getting paid. I'm anticipating 3 paychecks this month so far. This is my savings challenge for my $1,000. I'm trying to replenish back to my emergency fund. So there's more than this in there. I have to go, once I'm done doing this week's budget and I make my deposit into my solution fund, I'm going to go ahead and come back and color this in, because I have to do my last deposit as well as this week's deposit. And I didn't have a paycheck for the first week of the month. So this is my first paycheck. Payday is 11/14. For my first W-2 job, it was supposed to be 24 hours, but they did short me 8 hours as usual, because I did budget my 655. But this is like an ongoing thing. I swear, I'm beginning to think like somebody who's the person who's doing my hours. I don't know. I don't want to take it personal, but because I'm not that type of person to be taking things personal. But when I say this is like literally every pay period for like the last couple of months, it's like, okay, now like I have to call every pay period and be like, what, y'all shorted me 8 hours. I feel like I'm begging for my money. It's my money and I need it now. Whatever. So it was supposed to be 24. They shorted me 8. They're going to retro me the next pay period. So what got deposited into my bank account or my checking account was $445. And this is my agency hours. I did 21 hours and that was $825. They're always good. It's always on the money because they don't take out taxes. I pay taxes manually on that. So pretty much whatever hours I work, I know exactly how much I'm getting because it goes by whatever case you're doing or whatever how much they pay. They pay different for different cases depending on what I do the school system. So depending on what town, each town pays a different pay rate, and that's why I always make sure I go to the town that pays the most. Okay, so let me add that up. The 825 plus 445 is 1270. And these are my fixed bills, but I am a zero-based budgeter, but I kind of hybrid it, it's like a hybrid. I am also a pay myself first. So I consider my solution fund almost like a bill. That's the first thing I budget right off the top, and whatever's left, that's what goes into bills, debt, and my variable expenses. Because I am playing catch up right now. I am a millennial. I'm 42 years old. I barely have anything for retirement. I barely have anything saved. So that's why the best thing I feel for me right now, I know debt is definitely important to pay off, but more important to me, which this is me, everybody's finances is personal. Your finance is personal to you. My finance is personal to me. My priority is right now building a mercy fund and saving. I pay myself first. All right, so right off the rip, right from the 1270, I'm going to go ahead and I did say 140, but I'm going to deposit 166 this week. I think it's 166 that I have to do. I'm going to go ahead and deposit that into my solution fund, and then I'll come back afterwards because my investing and my sinking funds are not top priority. They are after, debt and stuff like that and my fixed bills. For right now, this changes depending on the situation, depending on where I'm at with certain things. But for right now, my savings is a priority. So 166 is going to savings. So 1270 minus 166. Minus 166 equals 1104. So I'm just going to put this right here really quick. $1,104 is what I have. Okay, and then now I go up to my fixed bills, which I'm not sure about the utility, the light. It was I paid the gas off last month. So for this month, like the bill that was due this month, I already paid it off last month, but I may actually put something on the light, and I'm not sure yet because $40 ain't gonna cut it. So maybe let's go 80 if I can. And this is always a work in progress. Sometimes I have to come back and adjust these numbers depending on what it looks like when I add everything up. All right, so we got utilities at 80, my Klarna's 49, the internet is 107, and this is my last month paying the 107 because I did call Xfinity and I was like, I'm not paying that. If y'all think I'm paying that every month, not happening. I'll cut it off. I'll go to the library. I'll go to McDonald's and use their Wi-Fi. Not happening because it's just Wi-Fi. No, there ain't even no damn channels with it. So I did call and threatened to cut it off, and they did give me like a new promotion. So I will, starting next month, be paying I think it's like $58 or $60 a month for faster internet, like 10 times faster internet than what this is, that when I'm paying for the 107. Starting next month, I will be paying only like $60 for that because I'm mad I gotta pay this right now. So, and also for my truck note is I'm gonna pay $240. Like I said, I am trying to gradually increase that, but next month we're gonna sit down and put together a little plan, decipher how much we're gonna pay a month on it, how much extra, and how quickly we want to pay it off. And for groceries, I normally we do good with 140 a week. We are redundant. We pretty much eat the same things. 140 pretty much does us all right for the week. So I am going to do 140, but I want to put an extra $50 aside because we are going to cater for Thanksgiving. So I want to put that aside this week just to have it for when we do, start saving for that Thanksgiving catering dinner. Okay, so 190 for groceries. Add this stuff up. So 80 plus 49 plus 7 plus 40 plus 190 equals 666. And we're gonna take that out of, damn, I don't like that number. Ooh, gosh. Oh no. Hell no. Ooh. We are going to yeah. No, we're not going with that energy. Not at all. So we're gonna pay $85. See? I'm gonna pay $85 on the light bill plus 5. 671. Yeah, because you got to get off my. Yeah, I don't want you nowhere near my money. 671, and we're gonna subtract that from 1270. Subtract 671 equals 599. So now I have 599 left. Okay, so and now we're gonna go to. So that's number 2, and as you see, I do have them numbered. So now we're gonna go up here to. Let me make this red. Number 3, which is my debt. Woody woo. Okay, so I do have to pay the 193 for the platinum. And then the 59, and my platinum is the one that I pay off every month for my subscriptions. And then my venture 59, and then this is a part of my debt payoff plan, both these two right here. So this is the one that I'm focusing on right now. I am doing the avalanche, I believe. Yeah, I'm doing the avalanche. So I am basically gonna be putting extra money on this venture one as much as possible. So I'm breaking it down into each paycheck. So it's gonna be $84 this week. And then this one, if I have anything left over, it doesn't necessarily need to be paid right now. I could definitely pay this because this is not due to the end of the month. If I have something that I can, I will. So let's see, 193 plus, let's say 59 plus 84 equals 336. 336. So 336 minus, what was it? 599 equals 263. So I got $263 that I can play with between my variable expenses, and my sinking fund for we need a new dryer and also Christmas. We're not doing nothing big just this year for Christmas. We are going to do it real simple. I'm not going over and above or beyond because Zion is so simple. I keep asking that boy what do you want for Christmas, and he just looking at me like I just want Robux. Just give me Robux. Just give me $1 million in Robux. So I'm like, oh my goodness. He don't want no toys. He don't want nothing. That boy just want Robux. And so I don't know. My daughter, I'll probably send her something to my little grand fur baby. But Christmas fund is not really. Only thing I would probably really want or need to do is I do want to get some more Christmas decor. Other than that, we're good. I'm gonna put like 55 plus tax. So I don't think we need any. Well, no, we do need some stuff. I do need like aluminum foil, but there's some stuff that I need. So let's do like $75 for household because I put like my cleaning supplies, toiletries. Oh, because we need paper towels. Oh shoot, girl, under household. So 40, 50, 60, 40. Let's say 55, 65, 75, like $85. Remember, these numbers something may have to get adjusted if I can't, because there's certain things I do need and I want to make sure that I get. And I also need gas, which honestly, normally, like gas, honestly and truly should have went under fixed bills because I treat my gas and my groceries, as you notice, groceries under fixed bills. I treat them like a bill. I really do. Like they are something that the same way how I need to pay my rent and pay my light bill and stuff like that. I need to eat and I need to get to work in order to make the money to pay these bills. So I treat my gas and my groceries like fixed bills. So gas, I probably just let me go back to the calendar. Next week I'm working this day too. They called me and added this. So let's duplicate this. I'm working doing the bus run. So I have to work 3 days next week until I get paid. So and I work Friday, tomorrow night and in the morning, but I don't need gas right now. So I think like let's say $40. Yeah, $40. 45, maybe 45 for gas would do us just fine. Yeah, 45 for gas would do me just fine because my husband has his car. He does drive the truck. Most of the time I don't have to put the gas money that I have put aside into the gas tank because he always fills it up. But I'm trying to get him to stop using his credit card as much. So I'm just telling him I'm budgeting for it so he can stop swiping. Let's see. And what did I say for coffee? I think coffee I'll probably just put. I did reduce the amount. Like I went from drinking lattes to drinking just regular coffee. For one, to save money because the lattes I was drinking was expensive as hell. They were like $9 a cup. And no, I was like, Gina, we can't do that. We're not going to get to where we want to get to. Although coffee, it's not going to be the major breaker, but I can definitely save on the coffee. So I reduced it down to just drinking like a regular coffee now, but I do get a shot of espresso in that coffee. So I think it's down to like $5 or $4, something like that. $5 some change. So we can do maybe like $30 for the week, because I do, when I go to work, I need a coffee, and I'm working 3 days in the morning, and I'm also working tomorrow. So let's do $30. Yes, do $30 for coffee. Because remember, we got 263 to work with, and I'm not putting anything aside for Christmas. Sinking fund, we need a new dryer, so I do want to put some money aside for a dryer. I wonder if we should wait till after, or should I start that next month? But I do think our dryer is like, that thing is about to die, so maybe I shouldn't even wait. Like, regardless, I do want to get the matching, because it's not a matching pair. We got like a brand new washing machine, but the dryer is like an older one, and it's a smart washing machine on top of it. So I want to get like I do want to eventually get the matching pair, but I'm not rushing it. This one has to die. The one we have now has to die first. Ooh, that sounds so cruel. But maybe I could just put $25 aside for that, or maybe like 30. Oh, I do have to pay Zion's after school program fee. Zion after school program fee. We're gonna do $40. So yeah, so the dryer may actually go down or get X'd out. So for household, we have 85, pocket money 30, gas 45, Zion. So yeah, that's 85 plus 3 plus 45 plus 40 equals 200. So I got $63 that I can play with, which is yay. Yeah, so only $200 for available expenses. And that's not even really, because technically the gas should be over here in bills. So it would have been less than that, because on my tracker, the gas is going to be under bills. So it's not going to be a part of the variable expenses. I could just erase it, because that's one thing about digital planning, girl. You just hit that button and boop, no whiteout, no scratching out, no nothing. That's why I love it. See, what I'm going to do with that $63. I do like to have a buffer in my checking account at all times, maybe like around $25, just in case, you know what I'm saying? Plan B. Y'all know how it be when he don't pull. I like to keep like $25 in there, just in case something comes through that I forgot about or I didn't anticipate. Somebody want to come sneak up into my checking account. So 63 minus 25 equals 38. So I really have $38 to play with. I might just put it to the utility bill. But then my daughter did want me to buy the dog a bed, and I think it's like $20. You know what? Puppy bed. Yeah, so yeah, I told her I would. So my little fur grandbaby, 43 minus $20. So we got 23. Well, Gina, I could have did that math in my head. But probably not, because math was not my class. I was a science girl. So $23, where can that go? That is going to go to some type of debt. We can put that towards, we're going to add it towards the Venture One. This is my Avalanche. So we're going to add this to the Avalanche. So $23 plus 23. Plus 23. That's going to make it 107, which is good. Happy about that. So this is my budget for my first paycheck in the month of November. So hopefully all goes well. I will let you guys know how this paycheck turns out when I do my closeout. If I was successful, if I had to tweak some other numbers, if anything came up that I had to change. But so far, this is what it is. What I do next is I go ahead and open up my online bank accounts on my desktop. And then I just go ahead and start paying what needs to be paid right now. I don't even wait. Even if I have auto payment for some stuff, if auto pay is coming out in like 2 or 3 days, no, I just go ahead and be like, pay early. Just pay it now. Like, I've had such a really great mindset shift when it comes to my finances that has been a really good feeling. My anxiety when it comes to my money and budgeting is becoming less and less. Like, I used to be so overwhelmed, like when I see such large numbers and it's like, oh, where's the money gonna come from? And that anxiety is decreasing drastically. Like, I actually look forward to coming and doing my budget. Like, I'm really enjoying looking at numbers lately, especially my numbers, and seeing just, the progress and stuff like that. When they say mindset is the first, like, you have to shift that mindset, I 100% agree, because that's the process I'm going through right now. If you're a paper budget planner, or if you're a digital girl like me, this is a digital planner that I did create, and I live by it. I love it. I've been using it for the last 3 years. I am currently in the process of updating it for 2026. It is undated, but I am updating it to look more sleeker, pretty much a new design. And actually, I think I have it over here. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of what it looks like. So this is some of the covers, as well as the new index. I love this index because I was trying to go for the app like look, and I like this. This looks like buttons, kind of almost looks like, you know, like an app. So I like this look. I really like the way the index came out. They're not linked yet. I was just testing it out to make sure that I like how you can zoom in, make sure nothing is pixelated or blurry, as well as, you know, just size of the fonts, and also when you write too. I wanted to make sure that it didn't come out all small or weird looking. I love it. And I also show you the text. When you put the text, it's not all crazy small. So but you can still resize. And then this is the year at a glance. Beautiful. You fill in your dates. And I am going to add the weeks and link them to the different weeks in each month for the budget by paycheck. And this is your financial goals page, your yearly finance overview. So you're going to put in your income, your expenses, savings funds, investments, so you can have, you know, each month and then total it up at the end of the year to see how much you've done. You know, check your progress. And up here it has your starting savings balance, your net worth, your starting net worth, and your starting debt balance. So you can know how much you know, put towards each. And then quarter goals. Yep. And this is your bank account information. We have stuff in here for your bank account, not only just a budget planner, but it's like a finance planner. We can organize your finances as well. So you have your bank account information, keep your investments account information, your credit card information. You have a debt overview page, and it also has trackers for the debt snowball, which I really love how this page came out. And of course, there's going to be 8 pages for the debt snowball, but y'all, you know, you can definitely duplicate, copy pages and paste them to make more if you need them. So yes, that is just a quick little sneak peek for the finance master plan for 2026 that will be coming in the next couple of weeks. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And for those who have already purchased the previous version of the finance master plan, or which I previously called the master plan finance planner, you guys will automatically get the updated version. So keep a lookout in your inbox for an email from me, because I will be sending you, letting you know when the updated version has been completed, and you'll have a link to go ahead and download the new version for free. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me and doing my weekly budget for my first paycheck in the month of November. If you stay to the end, let me know by putting, let's see, put a money bag emoji in the comments to let me know that you're still here with me and you stayed to the end, so I can definitely come back and let you know that you are a real one. And thank you so much for watching this video, because it truly means a lot, and it helps me to continue holding myself accountable as I shuffle and stumble along on my way to Financial Freedom Island, which is where my destination is. I'm going to Financial Freedom Island. So if you want to be nosy and follow my journey, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and stay tuned to the next video. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Bye.